I think, like 50 Faso Fridays. So let's hear it from Delgado. Awesome work. Okay, so we've got several speakers here. We've got a group from New Paltz called Democracy Matters, and Ellie from that group is going to be our first speaker. Ellie.
New Paltz, and I'm the president of Democracy Matters there. We're a nonpartisan student-led group that works to get money out of politics and end corruption in the United States government. Okay. So, we all know why we're here today. Yesterday, we had another mass shooting. I might have my statistics wrong, but I believe it was the 190th, somewhere around that, mass shooting of 2018, which is absolutely absurd. As a student, as an American, I'm sure all of you can relate. We live with this fear that anywhere we go, we might become the next victim, and that is unacceptable. We cannot keep living like this. We also currently have children being ripped from their parents at the border and being kept in cages. Americans are dying because they can't afford basic quality health care, and members of minority groups fear for their lives when they walk down the street. I don't know how anyone can be proud of this country when these things are happening, because I know I am not proud of this country right now. But I don't want to focus too much on the bad things because I think we've all had enough of that. So I do want to focus on each and every one of you that came out here today, especially the kids. You guys are absolutely, absolutely incredible. I'm 21, so I'm kind of old, but you guys are the future. You honestly do not don't let anyone tell you that you can't make a change, because you're out here today, you're protesting, you're standing up for your rights. This is what you need to keep doing if you want to get the America that we want. You gotta have conversations with your friends about what's happening. Again, go along to these protests. Don't be afraid to express your opinion. And when you're old enough to vote, go out and vote. You are absolutely never too young to be an activist. So, I just want to stress the point that we really need to believe in the power that we have as a community and as a public group of people who's here to make a change. Because again, the government works for us, even though it doesn't seem like it. But we are the people, and we are the ones that are demanding the changes that we want, and we're going to get them. I would also like to say that it's very, very encouraging and refreshing to have a candidate here who actually showed up, who's here to show that he cares about the issues, while our own elected representative is upstairs hiding in his office. So I just want to thank Antonio Delgado for carrying on this message of social, racial, economic justice. It's incredible. He's the voice of the people, and we're so thankful to have him. And I would like to thank... And I just want to thank all of you for coming out today, because again, you guys are the change. This is what it looks like. This is the future, and we're going to get the America we want.
Thank you, Ellie. Two quick announcements, actually. Ellie and Mary and Brianna from Democracy Matters are the official committee. Move Forward New York is actually going to give out 3 prizes to kids who have made gun prevention signs. And so that's going to be the committee. The winners will be announced at the end of the event. And on top of that, Move Forward New York is going to spring for ice cream for every single kid in attendance today. So stick around after that, kids. Stick around. Our next speaker came all the way across the Hudson River to be here today. We have Sabrina. Give it up for Sabrina. Speak right up again.
Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina Goldfisher. I'm a senior, or going into my senior year at Arlington High School, and I'm the co-founder and one of the leaders of Hudson Valley Stands Up. So, we formed after Santa Fe, and we formed because we were sad. We were formed because we were devastated by what was going on in our country, and we truly had enough. It's too much. It's getting unacceptable. It always has been, but it's devastating what's going on. So So we're so excited to be here today because the only thing that makes us feel better is doing something. And I think all of us can agree on that. Getting out here and sharing our voices and getting out here and sharing our voices is the only thing that makes us feel better. So thank you so much for having us today. Thank you all for showing up today. So thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so next we've got someone who's got, it's called a vlog. It's a video blog that is a 12-year-old political activist named Maitreya.
Test 1, 2. Okay. Hello, my name is Maitreya, and I have been a political activist since I was 10. Why? Because of people like Faso, who sit around collecting money from lobbyists and voting for bills that hurt our country. I'm living in an age where I learn about more and more school shootings, and I wonder, is my school next? When Delgado won, John Faso sent out a congratulatory message to him. In this message, he essentially called him a carpetbagger and claimed to be bipartisan. But how can a man who's taken over nearly $8,000 from the NRA be bipartisan?
Right.
That's right. That's right.
How can this man protect school children from getting shot?
That's right.
Faso is only out for himself. He doesn't listen. And if he doesn't listen to us, how can he speak for us? This man cannot be allowed to stay in office. Faso must go. District 19, we need to stand behind Delgado. Only if we stand behind Delgado will we then have a congressman who isn't thinking about money or power, but is thinking about this district, this community.
That's right.
Faso said in his congratulatory tweet, and I quote, "He will soon learn, as the last two Democratic candidates for Congress before him, that our neighbors do not look kindly upon candidates who have just moved into our district and presume to represent us." Well, Faso, you have things to learn too. You will soon learn, as many people throughout the history of this nation, that our neighbors do not look kindly upon those who do not listen or care about the cries of those that they presume to represent. My name is Maitreya. I'm 12 years old, and I urge you to vote Faso out.
How can I donate to your campaign, Maitreya? That was awesome. Okay, next we have, I'm thrilled to be introducing a guy. You might have seen him in a Winnebago. You might have seen him in one of 163 towns. You might have seen him running an extraordinary campaign. Please join me in welcoming my friend Gareth Rhodes.
Well, you heard a little bit earlier about how this has been a little bit of a rough week for our country. But I'll say, we have one extraordinarily great thing happen in New York 19 this week, and that is we nominated Antonio Delgado to be our next member of Congress. And this office here behind us, that sign up there is about 4 months left of that sign being there. We take it down, Antonio Delgado. I've been incredibly lucky for the last year of my life to been traveling this district with Antonio, talking, and our last forum we actually did was here in Kingston, and Antonio got up and said, I said, I'm a little ill today, so I'm not going to quite give you my all. Antonio at 50% was better than the rest of us at 100%, I'll tell you that. And I'm here today to say that I am 100% behind Antonio and Lacey to make sure we're not just going to win this race by 5 or 6 points. We're going to win this by 20 or 30 points. We're going to send a mandate. It's going to send a mandate. You could not have a more New York 19 story than Antonio's. You could not. And what I want everyone to do today is go home and give him $19. Make sure that you're getting off on the right foot. And I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can over the next 4 months to make sure we send someone to Congress who represents our values, who represents everything we love about this community, making sure everyone has health care, protecting our environment, standing up for common sense gun safety. It is my extraordinary privilege to be able to run in this race, and the only thing that is, to me, more of a privilege is being able to support Antonio every step of the way this fall. So thank you so much for coming.
And our final speaker before we give it back to our friends Tin Horn Uprising is the Democratic nominee for Congress in the New York 19th District, my friend Antonio Delgado.
No more war!
No, you just speak right in, huh? Well, first of all, give yourselves a round of applause. I want to first just acknowledge Gareth for those incredibly kind words, man. Yes. We went through a lot together, learned a lot together, and I can't tell you how much it means to have you stand here and say what you just said. So, thank you. Thank you very much. We all know the kind of future he has, so it's a bright one. I also, Maitreya, I need a speechwriter. I think you just earned yourself a position on the campaign. Tremendous advocate. Really, one of my proudest moments is when she endorsed me. So really appreciate that. Now, I want to take a moment to applaud every single young person here today. The organizations who've come together, like Move Forward, to bring these young folks into the fold are incredibly important. But the work that these young people have already begun to do on their own accord, understanding what's at stake for their future, for your future, you have owned it in a way that only you can. And it is imperative that now more than ever, you continue to believe in yourselves, believe in your power, believe in what you can accomplish with your voices, not just with the vote, which I will certainly need, but with your feet, with your hands, with your voices, with your beautiful minds and your beautiful hearts. Continue to lead yourselves and lead us every step of the way.
Yes.
There is much to be upset about and to be sad about and to be torn up about what's going on in this country. And we all see it every day. But I promise you this, and I have a profound faith and belief in this. No matter how dark the world gets, no matter how ugly the world gets, the future always has light. The future always can bring possibilities. The future always allows for hope. Always. So seize on that and understand that as dark as it gets, that is when the light can shine its brightest.
Yes.
And there's no doubt about it that the children, that young people are our light. So be that light. Be that light. Be that light. It's important to be it. And to my fellow adults and middle-aged folk, somebody said earlier, I'm 21, so I'm old. I said, oh goodness. Continue to lead as well by example. Continue to be the models that you have been.
These young people are, I'd imagine, taking up after those who show them the way and the path. So I applaud you for the work that you've done. And continue to be that example. Continue to be that model. As we go forth in this election, and we know what's going to come. We know the ugliness. We know the attacks, the personal, all the nonsense, the lies, the manufacture, the mischaracterizations. We know what's going to come. We must meet that with the conviction and the passion of our principles. We must meet that with compassion, with empathy, and with a fire in our belly that will not be deterred.
That's right.
Remember this, when they punch, they're punching up. We don't punch down, okay? We keep moving up. We keep going up and up and up all the way until November when we take this seat back and bring opportunity, representation, decency,